Hi, it's Kathy at the Backyard Stamper, and today I'm going to show you an easy card to make with this adorable bundle. It's the Turtle and Friends stamp set combined with the Turtle Punch, and it is so cute and versatile for lots of things. Here is our card that we're going to make for today. It's so cute. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start with half a sheet of mint macaron, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded in the middle. Next, I'm going to emboss a 4-inch by 5.25 sheet of mint macaron to go on top so that we get, it's tone on tone, but there's some interest to it. So I ran that through my cut and emboss machine, and look at that. This is a new embossing folder in our spring mini catalog, and it's called the Gingham Embossing Folder. It makes a really nice pattern, and both sides look pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this down right on top with our Tombow liquid glue. I like to use the liquid glue especially when I have an embossed piece. And we're gonna go ahead and put that right about there. Another little tip I do is I put a clear block on top while it's drying, and so the next step is to take a piece of 2.5 by 4.5, again the same color, mint macaron, and using the same color ink so we get a tone on tone. It's a monochromatic, and I'm going to use the little hearts that came in the set and randomly stamp them down on a diagonal. There. Okay, the next step is to stamp our turtle, and I have a piece of scrap paper here. Okay, we're going to stamp the turtle using Memento black ink, and now I found when I was stamping with our, this is right here, tends to pick up a little bit of ink. So if you take just a little, you can wipe it with the chamois, your finger. This is how I usually do it, just to make sure you don't accidentally get that smudge at the end. And I'm using the Stampin' Pierce matte because the stamp set's a photopolymer and it will stamp much nicer with that. Now I'm going to use 3 blends. I have the light and dark of the Old Olive and the light of the mint macaron. And what I'm going to do, let me just move that out of the way. I'm going to use the bullet tip, is my personal favorite, and kind of outline, and then under the shell lay it down a little bit darker, and come around like that. kind of like that, and just a dab. Then I'm going to come in with the light Old Olive and do my little circles to help blend it and fill that in. As it dries, those lines, the tracing lines, will become less prominent. So for now, we're just going to blend our light Old Olive with the dark that we had already put down. And I like to just keep working in little circles, kind of fill in the space. And by doing the little circles, I'm hitting the dark and pulling it back down. And then just a little tiny bit on the tail. Oh, it's already looking cute. Oh, and then for the shell, I'm going to use my light mint macaron, and I'm going to just color the whole shell. And this, I'm going to stamp another piece on top, but this will give it a little bit of background and get rid of the white. There. Oops, and the toenails. There. Isn't it cute? Okay, then I'm going to bring back in my ink pad and stamp the shell design. And I'm going to go ahead right over it. I think I got a little to the side, but we roll with it. All right, pretty good. And now I'm going to punch my turtle out. So I have my turtle punch. This fits in really nicely. Easy to line up. And then punch. And here's our little turtle. Oh, so cute. Okay, while we have the ink pad out, let's do the inside of the card. And let's see here. I have something here. I'm putting the, actually what I want to do is I want to lay it down so it kind of relaxes, and I can see it on the, use the lines on the grid paper to line it up. So it's on the ink pad, I mean the stamping block, sorry. Here's my ink pad. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the middle. So cute. And now I'm also going to stamp a little baby turtle from the set. That's this guy right here, so cute, and then the shell for that one. Like that. We'll get our little shell piece. Oops, sorry. There you go. So the inside is done. We'll set that aside. And I want to take a small scrap of white and do my outside words. So I'm going to do the same thing with the words, lay it down, kind of use the grid paper to straighten it out so I can come right down on top with my block. And this one's going to be close, but it fits on the block. And I got it a little crooked, but that's okay because I can see through and fix it when I'm stamping. Not too bad. And I am going to trim that up. And we'll straighten that right out on my trimming. So I'm just gonna trim that and straighten it up a little bit. I use the bottom of the two Ys to help line up that bottom piece, and the top just eyeball it. It doesn't really matter if it's exactly straight on this card. Okay, so I've got that done. I've got my turtle done, and I can put this ink pad away. Okay, so let's see here. This is all set. So we've got this. I've got my piece that I've stamped on, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this and pop it up because we can. And it just makes it fun when it's popped up. And I'm going to use my edges. There. And I, because it's going on to an embossed, I put the two extra in the middle. Normally, you know, 4 corners is fine. I think I got them all. Alrighty, so let's put that. It's going to a little to the left of center, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to have a strip of our designer paper, which I cut. I just have to see where I put it. Okay, so I'm using a piece of designer paper from the Rainbow and Happiness, or sorry, Sunshines and Rainbows. It does make me happy. This is one of the free papers that you can get with a $50 purchase during Celebration, which ends February 28th of 2022. Nice, bright colors. And if you didn't want to use the rainbow side, the other side is totally versatile for other cards. So it's a 48 piece pack of 6x6 that you can get for free. So I'm going to take a 1/4 or 3/4 of an inch on the 6x6, and I'm using this piece, which is Misty Moonlight on one side, and the other color on the back is going to be Mango Melody and Magenta Madness, and some white in there. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that down to about 4. So I have my little strip, and that's going to go here, but I want to put it, I want to cut a diagonal from there. And since this one we made with the blue side, I'm going to make this side with the pink side. So I'm just going to cut backwards on an angle like that. And we'll go ahead and stick that down. And I only need the glue in the center, but I do want to put one dimensional there. And that will support it, because this is only designer series paper. So if that was cardstock, I could just let that hang off with no droopiness. So let's see here. I'm just about there. Maybe a little bit higher. Whoops. There. And whoops. Okay. So my dimensional's holding it up on this side. It's glued down in the middle, and this is just free floating. And then we're going to take our words and we're going to put it right under. And I just need to put glue on the left side. I don't need to worry about a dimensional on that because not too much of it is going to hang off. And I'm going to just kind of go underneath it, but a little teeny tiny bit of overlap onto my cut shape. Oops, I gotta move that up a little. There. Looks good. All right, and then we're gonna put our turtle on. And this is where the edges are great to use for the legs because they're skinny enough that they can go right there. Where's my other leg at? Right here. And now my turtle's got lots of support. Alrighty. There. And we're gonna put it just a little bit to the left of center again. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so now I want to add some of my iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. These jewels kind of change color in the light, so sometimes they appear purpley and pink, and sometimes you get the blue to them. So I'm just going to put a couple on here, and let's see here, we'll go like that, and maybe like that, and one more down here. There. Oh, so nice. Okay, so now all we have to do is put our center, our piece that we made for the middle. Already, I set it down, so it's here. Oh, I put my papers on top of it. That's why I couldn't find it. All right, now for the white on the inside, I don't like to use a lot of glue because sometimes you get a bump of the glue. So I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal for that. And just like that, and a little bit, and a little bit. And that looks pretty good. Alrighty. And let's see here. Before I plop that down, I'm going to make sure the corners look good. And there you have it. What do you think? Isn't it cute? Oh, and like I said, this bundle with the punch is in our annual catalog. And when you buy them as a bundle, you get 10% off of both the stamp set and the punch. So it's a great deal and a great stamp set. I will have a PDF with the measurements available on my website, which is the backyardstamper.com. And I'll have these cards, and I'll just show a picture of another card that I made. This card is the same stamp set, obviously, but a different sentiment in it. And I used our cloud punch, which is in the mini, and I just added a little bit of blue on the edge of the clouds, and then I put a little Wink of Stella on that and added some grass and Sahara sand. So this little balloon set is from the Driving By. And if you remember from my other video, I did a little stamp surgery and I cut the balloons off of the car. And then I just drew in the bottom tail so it looks like the turtle is holding it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please send me an email, and I'll be back with you soon. Thank you. Bye.